guess we should start.
Sure, let's go. Let's go for it. We said we were going to make this an hour.
3, 2, 1.
Origami.
Speaking
Well,
of Japanese ikijime.
oh yeah, that's true. All right. Welcome to the show.
Starting now.
Episode. What is this episode? Episode 6.
A little more
Six.
verve, David.
Yeah.
Be excited.
Welcome to the show. It's episode 6. I'm your host, Captain Sleepy, joined by Zoe, Daniel. Cave is not here.
He's so sleepy.
He's a man on a mission right
Or
now.
no, he's working.
Yeah, he's working.
Boo.
The world is ending currently, so we're just going to keep doing our podcast, and he's going to save it.
Work is for suckers.
Yeah, what a bitch. All right.
He's going to listen to this and be like, what the hell, man?
God dang, I missed one episode.
Veterans Day.
Yeah. Came and gone.
Came and gone. No one gives a shit about you anymore.
That's harsh.
No, the main reason we're doing this episode a week early because last Saturday we fished the Texas Redfish Rumble.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I decided, with next week being Thanksgiving and that tournament being kind of far behind us, we wanted to just knock it out, get the update out there, and then maybe, who knows, maybe this will be the start of our weekly podcast output, but I doubt it. Eventually, we will get to that point, but yeah. So what day was it?
It was Saturday, November 15th was the day of the tournament. You told me to take dates last time. I took dates.
November 15th, we fished the Rumble. We recorded the last podcast on the 14th after the captain's meeting. They had the captain's meeting where at the Scuda Boat Works at their shop and showroom. I guess that's a showroom also. Thanks to Scuda Boat Works for providing that venue for us to hang out with, and also shout out to Clayton Carter. He showed us around, gave us a kind of a small tour of the boat facilities and stuff. And I mean, I went to six-pack school with this guy, and whenever he was in that class with me, this was his second time to take the class.
Oh, that Coast Guard class?
The captain's
class?
school, yeah, because he didn't turn in his paperwork in time the first time.
I mean, how much is that class?
Back then, you're looking at like $700-800. I think it's close to $1,000 now.
Because it's, what, a couple weekends?
So if you do the weekend format, it's 3 weekends in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday afternoon or Friday after work, and then all day Saturday, all day Sunday.
Ugh.
And then you do that 3 weekends in a row.
Pretty long days.
Oh, yeah, you're there the entire time. There's no, like, getting out early. You might get out 30 minutes early,
Dang.
but most of the time, no. If you do the, like, straight, I think it's like 10 work days or something like that. It was like Monday through Friday and then maybe Monday through Thursday or something, but...
What was the hardest part about that class?
The class itself was not hard. The hardest part was doing the fucking paperwork at the end. And what's funny is...
What's funny is?
What is funny?
No, I say what's funny is.
Yeah, what's funny
Doesn't
is...
seem-
Well, you have to let him finish the sentence.
What's funny is the guy, the lead instructor, he said, hey, once you get your paperwork done, we offer a free service. Well, we'll look it over for you. And I never did.
Oh.
Because he said, but if it's within a certain amount of days, then we won't look at it for you because we need certain
That's not enough time.
Yeah,
Time.
and I waited till like literally the last
So after you
2
take your
weeks.
class, how
You
much
have a
time?
year.
You waited a year?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's such a pain to get all the fucking documents
So
together.
he's been trying to do this for like 2 years?
2 or 3, yeah.
Good.
I think his wife has now told him, no,
Yeah. Man.
stop. But I do think the second time he took it, it was a free tournament. Or like he won it at a tournament.
Yeah, he's got other irons in the fire, so.
Oh, he actually does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like doing a bunch of random
Yeah,
media
he's
things.
definitely got other things
Yeah.
to do.
I think they're trying to have a kid and everything, but he's already
He doesn't
reached
have to
out.
do much for that.
He wants to jump on with us and do an episode with Scooter.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
So I need to reach back out to him. We need to talk about doing that boat episode, but I want to do it before the boat show, which is when's the boat show?
January, sometime in January.
Yeah, usually it's in the second or third or whatever last week of January is.
Houston Boat Show is January 29th through February 2nd. It's getting shorter and shorter every year, it seems
That's
like.
fine.
Remember it used to be 2 weekends?
Yes, that was a
Yeah,
long time
that was a
ago.
while
There's
ago.
also a lot more boats that came too.
Yeah, there's a
Now
lot.
it's
Well,
half
because
car
half
show.
car show,
Yeah.
which is bullshit. No one wants to look at cars.
Nobody's buying boats like that either, though. You just told me how much the boats were.
Oh, well, they don't have realistic boats. It's all like yachts. I'm like,
It's
who the
all-
fuck?
Dreams.
Well, it's not even all yacht. It's half pontoon boats and then half like
Yeah.
pleasure
Wakeboard
Larsons
boats.
And
It's a lot of wakeboard boats for
So
some
we
reason.
should go to the Florida boat show then.
we buy this
Or the one in Corpus.
$300,000
There's
boat.
one in Corpus.
So remember Eddie? He's the salesman that sold me that Showwater.
Mm-hmm.
They do a boat show down there
Oh, that's cool.
in Corpus. I think it's on the water, and it's pretty cool. I think they just did it. So
One of these
like,
days, get out to like Fort Lauderdale or the.
do a podcast live.
I just want to go to that boat show.
Oh yeah,
That boat show's insane from what I
That'd
hear.
be sweet. Or
We might do-
iCast.
iCast will be fun.
Dude, that would be cool if we get big enough. We can get ICAST
Just
entrance. I don't think you can just go.
go. Oh, really?
Credentials.
You have
No.
to be a.
You have to have like
An
some kind of
influencer?
credential. Yeah, you can't just be a regular Joe.
Oh, I did not know that.
How about a regular Zoe?
Oh, but dun, dun. What was that?
Ba-da-da-da.
Oh,
Yeah,
Anyway.
iCast or Flibs. Yeah, the Fort Lauderdale.
However, starting February 18th through February 22nd is the Houston Fishing Show.
Yeah.
That one's good because at least it's like relevant stuff for us.
Yeah. So I was talking with Jim Hampton.
Was that his name?
Yeah, with J&H Custom
Mm-hmm.
Performance Rods. He invited me out to hang out at his booth in the fishing show.
Nice.
He wants to introduce me to some people, but
Yeah, he likes you.
yeah, I don't know why.
He just takes. I can just see him. He takes to you real.
Yeah, he definitely ignores you guys.
That's fine.
I've noticed that. No, no, I think because he knows, because I keep my boat there, so I see him all the time.
Yeah, you definitely have the most familiarity
But
with
he
him.
does. He texts. I texted him the other day. He wants to show me around Sabine.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever fished Sabine.
I've never fished Sabine.
Yeah, I've never been close to fishing Sabine or
Where do you even put in at?
a boat ramp.
Is it like Port Arthur?
Sabine.
Where's Sabine? Is that Port Arthur?
It's half
Oh,
Louisiana.
Beaumont.
Half Louisiana.
Yeah, Port Arthur. Yeah.
Is it Port Arthur?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the Golden
I
Triangle.
don't. The thing is, I don't know the rules about fishing Sabine.
Like going across the lake or going the line.
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
Who's they?
The game warden.
The game.
Yeah, after you. But I've
You did
heard
this wrong.
fish. Yeah, here's the ticket. Where do you need a fishing license for Louisiana? Is it when you fish? I've heard if you're fishing the main body of Sabine,
It's kind of you can fish the whole.
you can fish the whole thing. But once you go into the marsh, like you cross that threshold into a creek, then you have to then you have to go. What's so funny?
You crush.
Oh, did I say
into
crush?
the, into
You
the
said
marsh.
crush the
You
schmuck.
crush the threshold.
Once you crotch that threshold,
Yeah, you got real shushy.
once you cross that threshold,
There we go.
you have to have that state's
Okay.
license.
Cool.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like,
know
where
if that's
does
for
that
sure.
start?
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll
I'm sure
talk
he'll tell
about
you.
that. Yeah,
I'm sure old Jim will tell you.
figure that out.
Yeah, he'll probably let me know. But that's assuming he's right.
That's the Netchus.
That's the
River.
thing.
That feeds into that. The Netchus River.
Is that what feeds into it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I know it gets super fresh real easily.
Well, and the Sabine River. Sabine River and the Netchus River.
Yeah, I know Sabine Lake gets fresh like quickly. But
Cool.
anyways, yeah, we got off on a tangent there.
Sure did.
Oh, it feeds down from Toledo Bend.
Oh,
That's
fish
fresh.
there?
That's
How
real fresh.
how far up can you go that river before you hit a dam?
Oh, I don't know.
I wonder.
Yeah, because you can go through Orange. I mean, just keep going.
Is
But
it
it
like-
looks like it gets real
Skinny.
skinny.
Oh, kind of like Clear Creek.
Yeah. I kind of want to fish Clear Creek. Do some bass fishing again. It's been a while.
I used to want to like try to join like bass tournaments.
Oh, no, I don't want to do a bass tournament.
I just want to fucking own those guys.
Oh.
No,
Just own them.
that's called slavery.
You're just so good at bass fishing.
I just want to be.
About as good as we are at red fishing.
Yeah. So yeah, well, anyways, we'll get to that. So we did the captain's meeting. It was not really necessary for the redfish guys to be there. It was mainly the speckled trout guys.
Because they were doing the video submissions.
Yeah. So the way this format goes is you have the redfish tournament, which is 2 redfish per team, 2-man team, and then you also have the saltwater trout tournament, speckled trout
Spectacular.
tournament, and that's going concurrently, and you can either do one or the other or both. And I don't think anyone was doing both. I didn't see anyone that was doing both, but
Did y'all catch any trout?
We caught so many.
we
trout.
would have gotten third
Yeah. We
based off of what
Yeah.
So we only signed up for the redfish tournament, and the speckled trout. I mean, we caught more speckled trout in the first hour before we even caught our first keeper red, and they were all like 2 to 3 pounders,
Yeah, they were all solid fish. Like
and 3 3-pounders would have gotten us third place.
What is the stringer?
it's three
For what?
3 trout.
3 trout?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can submit as many videos as you want all day.
Yeah, yeah. your
But
top
they
3.
needed.
It's your top 3.
They had to be over 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all the trout guys had to be at that captain's meeting because they had to get their scales calibrated. And they were using that yellow commander scale.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How much would it have cost to also do the trout tournament?
just another $400 for the team.
Oh, 400.
So 400,
Yeah, it would have been
plus
a lot
the
of money first.
plus the
Is it per?
side pot.
Is it per event? Or
Yep.
is it for the whole series?
No, it's per event.
Per
Oh,
event.
okay. Okay.
Per event, that's actually pretty good. There's no way that would have been per series.
Yeah.
First
I don't
place for redfish was what?
know. 10,000?
3 or 4,000?
Oh.
10,000.
10,000?
Jesus.
What picture did I see?
No, that was a different tournament I was sending you guys.
Oh.
That is the
trout thing you sent us the other day.
fuck. I forgot what it's called.
Man, that doesn't matter as much because we don't fish for trout like that either.
No, but it's not a trout only tournament. Or is it a trout only tournament?
I didn't look at it.
Don't look at anything I send y'all.
Yeah, of course. When I go to the bathroom.
Trophy Chasers tournament. But anyways, we'll talk about that. Well, we'll talk about it now. So that one is a 8-month long. It goes through August, January through August. 8 months, yeah, that's right. So each month has a
Different
mini
category.
tournament. And then there's an overall tournament.
Oh.
So January through August, there's an overall biggest trout tournament, grand prize, $5,000. But each month, which is another $15, it's that tournament. So January, speckled trout closest to 3.05 pounds. And for the scales, you have to use either that yellow Commander scale or the Everlast one. It's
Yeah, it's
orange
like the-
Everlast.
Commander one's like what, $100 and something?
Oh, if you don't have the scale, you can buy the scale with the buy-in.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then each one is like April, biggest flounder, or June, redfish with the most spots.
Yeah, the Forever Last scale
Yeah,
with the tournament entry is $75. And the Catch Commander scale with the entry is $150.
yeah. But I already have that Catch Commander scale.
What's the difference between the Catch Commander and the...
The Everlast one wasn't around. That one was new. I've never heard of that.
I mean, it's so much cheaper.
Well, they might have just come out with it. The only option for these video submission type tournaments was that Catch Commander. And that was like the baseline. Everyone used it.
Yeah.
$100, and it is what it is. I forgot why I bought it. I think we were going to do a tournament, me and Everett.
Yeah.
But I think we just ended up not doing it.
So you can pay for this tournament and do only 1 month of the tournament, right? 'Cause
The entry is $50.
I see like a monthly entry for $15.
So I think you have to enter the tournament as a whole for $50.
And then also pay $15?
And then you pay $15 a month for each of those mini tournaments. You don't have to do that.
Oh,
Or you can just do the overall one, which is,
Oh, they're almost like side pots.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of
That's a
monthly
good way of
side
thinking
pots.
about it.
Yes. Or you can just do the overall biggest trout,
Nice.
January through August.
I would do the monthly. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it gives you something to do for that month. You're like, oh fuck, dude, let me try to do this. You
Just
know?
won't go to Starbucks one day.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck. But like, since we're going to Baffin, that's gonna be easy.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna we're gonna be catching a bunch of trout,
Yes.
trying to find one closest to 3.05. I'm gonna
We'll
take
be catching a bunch of trout.
and we'll send pictures to Zoe.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that
Unless you want to go with us.
if I can.
Yeah, because I think it's just going to be me, him, Cave, and Trevino. So you jumping on isn't going to cause a ruckus.
We'll have 2 boats.
Maybe.
We'll see about that.
Well, I mean, you could tow me
Back to the ramp.
all the way there.
All the way. That's a long run, too.
That's a long
Because we're
tow.
going to put in at that ramp right at the bridge.
Yeah.
For marker
Well-
37 or something.
Before we get into that, we need to finish this tournament.
Oh, yeah. We keep going off the rails. So anyways,
Yeah, you're gonna need to edit like all this.
What have you
back
talked about?
together.
You've talked about the captain's meeting.
So yeah, we went to so we went to the
captain-
captain's meeting, right?
and then we went, and then we came home and we recorded that last episode.
Right.
And then we didn't stop recording that episode till what, 1 a.m?
Oh, we had like 3 hours of us.
Yeah, we spent a long time staying up because I remember saying, "Hey, it's like we need to get up
Yeah.
in a few hours."
Because I think I got like 3 hours of sleep. Because you met me here at 5,
Yeah, I came here around 5:15.
and we launched out of Eagle Point.
Yeah, because I went back to the house and I didn't go to sleep. I started tying and rigging.
You didn't go to sleep?
I mean, I did go to sleep
Oh.
eventually, but it was like
I thought you...
1:30 in the morning when I went to sleep,
Okay.
and I got up at 5
I
or
went right to
4:30
bed.
come over here.
Well, in Eagle Point's what, 15 minutes from here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
that's
very far
close.
at
So it
all.
wasn't a far drive to
And
the
plus,
ramp.
it's not a far drive from Eagle Point to the weigh-in at Moses.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, our plan was to go out of Eagle Point, run to our fishing spots in Trinity and Burnett and all that stuff, and then also hit up Dickinson and Moses, and then be right there for the weigh-in. And then after the weigh-in's over and all that stuff, we'll just ride the boat back to Eel Point and then go home. But that's not what happened. I mean, it was close.
It's close to what happened. I mean, we got to our first spot after a little run across the bay.
Dude, that run was quick. It was so flat in the morning.
Yeah, it was nice.
Dude, I was full throttle at 39 miles an hour. But
I mean, that's whatever, right? But yeah, no, we got to the spot. We turned the corner.
Grooving some fucking music in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turned the corner and there was no one.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Which was great. We had never fished the shoreline before.
Wait, so where'd you go first?
Just fishing some rocks.
Okay.
Little rocky shorelines there. And then, I mean, so what's nice about this part of what we were fishing was that was kind of our strategy going in was, okay, well, we didn't do great the last couple times we went out looking for fish in the marsh. So we thought, okay, let's try something else we know redfish gravitate to. And rocky shorelines and riprap and stuff is what we kind of focused on for this trip. So we kind of almost Hail Married it in a sense because we went and talked about our old fishing success around this time period. And for redfish specifically, we're like, okay, cool. We caught them on rocks.
Yeah.
Or rocky shorelines or riprap, something like that. So that's kind of where we decided to focus our strategy for this tournament. Now, whether it was going to work or not, we didn't know. But we
were like, fuck it.
We were like, we're just going to try it and see what happens. So we turn the corner, we get there. David and I kind of scouted this shoreline just on Google Earth.
Map, yeah.
Kind of looking at some different spots and thinking, okay, well, maybe this is something that could hold some fish.
The first 10 minutes was us skirting the bottom. It was too shallow.
It was very shallow around that first part of it. But then as we got down the shoreline, it started to get a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper. So
talking 3-5 feet.
Yeah.
In there.
And the rocks came into the water and they kind of came into the water some more.
Just
like out.
Scattered.
What were the temps like?
Well, water was 70 degrees.
67, 70. Yeah.
So, yeah, bait was getting blown up on. We could see some fish popping, hear trout popping.
Yeah.
I think once we got to that first deeper-ish part where it was like
that's when we
5-ish feet, that's when we start catching fish almost immediately. I
And
caught
trout.
Immediate trout. I think we caught a limit of trout.
Before we caught our first redfish.
Yes.
I mean, we might have caught one small one, but it was a limit of good trout.
Yeah, like not even put it on the
Like
check-in stick.
two limits of good trout. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
think we measured one, and it was like 19 inches.
We're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Not what we're trying to get.
Yeah, just like fucking unhooked.
Yeah,
throw
I
it
mean,
back.
like, it was so stupid because both of us were like, okay, redfish, dead set on it. And the first 6 fish we catch are trout and big ones, too. And I was like, man, let's get out of here with this crap. So we kept moving down the shoreline.
And I'm throwing my redfish, like, tournament rod, so it's like heavy power.
Yeah, just horse it.
Yeah, we're just yanking these fish straight out of the water.
I'm catching these trout, and I'm like, ugh. Like, it's no fight.
Any other day.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I was like, any other day, this would be happening to us. Like, normally we would be like, oh, this is amazing. We would have, honestly, limited out in like 15 minutes.
I think the first thing I thought was a redfish was that sheep's head on soft plastic.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
so what were y'all using?
So we were throwing I was throwing soft plastics most of that shoreline.
So that shoreline,
Red and white.
Zoe stuck to soft plastics, and I wanted to concentrate on everything else. So
Yeah,
I was
that makes sense.
throwing pop and cork and gulp, chatterbait, rattle trap. What else? There
That's
was
about it.
something else.
Crankbait?
Wake bait.
Wake bait.
Yeah.
So you had multiple rods set up?
Oh yeah, dude. I brought like 6
Yeah.
rods.
Yeah, he was
And I was
practicing
just-
for his
you didn't
bass
have to worry
tournament.
about
Yes.
like,
Oh,
cutting
dude,
off to
I've retied
retying.
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
only if you broke off, but like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't really retie to change baits
And
that much.
I had the
Okay.
same strategy. Like I had one rod pretty much rigged for something, like
Yeah,
a spoon,
something different.
a popping cork,
Yep.
soft plastic,
Okay.
and a crankbait. And I wanted to minimize how much time we were doing stuff, not catching fish, not fishing, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I wanted to have rods rigged and ready for the situations that we were going to fish in. So yeah, we got down that shoreline. We started popping good fish, and then David hooks his freaking sheephead.
It's like 20 inches.
It was like 20 inches, and I was like, "Oh, is that a good fish?" Because I watched him rod bending over, and I was like, "It's not pulling line really." but we also had our drag set super tight
Yeah,
so we
'cause
could
you're
pull
trying
those
to,
fish.
You're
Yeah.
trying to pull them in
Yeah.
quickly so they don't lose weight,
Right.
stress out, lose weight. So
So I'm getting the net, and
Gets
then
you
he's like,
stress out, lose weight.
So when you fight the fish for a long time, you stress them out, and they will start to they'll lose
yeah, they'll skinny
weight.
up on
Yeah.
that.
Like-
I don't know what the science of
And,
it,
like
but
shit.
Well, that too. That can
yeah,
be part of
that
it.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Because
they'll
I mean,
throw
a
up.
lot of times where
They'll
you'll
just
take them out of the
throw up.
water and they'll like shit all over you.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll cough up whatever they've been eating, right? Or
Yeah.
they'll crap or whatever.
yeah.
And so yeah, we're trying to get them in the boat. Less stress means a healthier fish, and that
Into
they
the
don't
live
lose that
well.
weight.
Yeah, especially early in the morning, you know you're gonna have that fish in the live well all day long.
Yeah, true.
Potentially, yeah. So yeah, David hooks this monster sheephead, and I'm thinking it's a redfish until it doesn't run anywhere, and then I brings it to the surface, and I was like, "Good Lord, man!" So I
Yeah.
net that thing, throw it in the bottom. I'm still fishing,
Yeah,
and I finally hook into a good redfish, and it was 25 inches right at it.
the
Or-
first one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
And so both of us were like, "Yeah, we're on
All
the
right,
board. At
now
least we've got
this
one."
is where
Yeah,
we're going.
we
Yeah,
broke the
yeah.
ice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we're feeling good about that, and so we keep working the shoreline. More trout, smaller reds, flounder.
Yeah,
We caught pretty much everything you could shake a stick
I
at.
caught
Of all
a
the
fish
days.
on
Of
every
all the days, right.
every lure that I threw except for the pop and
the
cork.
pop and
gulp.
cork with a gulp.
Oh.
We didn't catch anything on a pop and
No,
cork all
we
day long.
lost.
Surprising.
More gulp on because we're getting snagged on the rocks
Oh.
for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know why, but yeah, that's what
I think because we never really fished that shoreline before, so we didn't really know how that slope. The slope was not consistent with what you see out of the water.
Yeah.
It was kind of coming, and then once it hit the water, it kind of shallowed out a little bit, then dropped
then
off.
dropped off a little bit more. So I think that's what those fish were holding on.
Yeah.
We were casting
Too
where we
close.
think we should be, but yeah, it was way too close.
Probably a little too close to the
Yeah.
rocks, yeah. And then as the sun came up, we can kind of see, like, oh yeah,
Yeah, it took
we,
a couple hours for us to actually oh shit, we're doing this
We're
wrong.
like throwing it right into the rocks, basically.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, we were catching fish, and it was pretty steady for a good while until we got towards the end there. And then,
Well, then like
I caught
5
another.
boats showed up.
Yeah, I caught
Oh,
one
wow.
more redfish right over 20.
Yeah, it
And
was
so we
barely-
were like, okay, we have 2 fish now, which is great.
Yeah, Zoe was the fucking king of the day. He caught all of the fish we weighed in.
Nice.
Yeah, because that's that's
I
how
mean,
it
that's
is.
how it goes, though.
Yeah,
I
with-
mean, there's been, like, when we fish together, right? There's been days where, like, Daniel's catching all the fish, and you're doing the exact same thing he is.
Yeah,
But y'all weren't doing the exact same thing.
But for long stretches, we were. That's the
No.
thing. So I would change it up
I
every
think I
now
had
and then.
one that I put in the live well on a rattle trap.
Yeah, rattle trap.
No,
No.
it was on a crankbait.
It was a crankbait. Yeah, it wasn't the rattle trap.
A
I'm not sure
lipped.
lipless.
A lipped.
Lipped.
A lipped
Oh.
crankbait. Yeah, that one was a little deeper.
Was there any rules about only fishing with one rod? Like you couldn't cast a popping cork out and let it sit?
Yeah, I don't think you could do that, but I don't
Most
explicitly
rules-
remember that. But
I don't
that's
look for
generally-
that
I feel like
rule.
most tournaments.
Most
have
tournaments
that.
are like that, so
Yeah.
I don't even care. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, where you can just kind of let it sit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That didn't do us any good anyway. They didn't hit anything under a popping cork.
Yeah.
no,
Y'all,
Um,
y'all didn't try any live bait?
You can't fish bait
No.
in this tournament. It's
Okay.
artificial. only.
artificial only. I tend to not fish tournaments that have bait. I feel like that's bullshit.
I mean,
Whatever. I don't care. I guess it does matter to some extent. I think it's more challenging and more fun.
I mean,
And-
because you can go sit. We could have sat in cold, fucking redfish all day long on cut mullet, just sitting in one spot.
We could have,
But
but
I
that
mean,
doesn't
that's-
guarantee anything, right?
so gulp doesn't count as bait.
No,
No, that's still artificial.
artificial,
Yeah.
artificially made.
No natural bait. So yeah, we worked that shoreline pretty good. We put 2 fish in the live well, and then
And then we decided to make a move towards that new island, to the on the northwest side of. Are you trying to look for it?
By Atkinson?
Yeah,
yeah, like what's that boat ramp south there?
Thompson's?
Thompson's, yeah, south of Thompson's in the middle where they're like.
You
putting all
looking for
new
that
stuff.
island? You
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
went
got-
there.
Yeah, I got it. It's like a triangle now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's that new one, and we went there.
Caught a couple of redfish there.
Small. Just like the first time we went.
Yeah.
But what we should have done, we fished the east side of these other rocks.
On
We
the
shoulda-
first spot.
We should have fished east side of that set of rocks too, because the west side seemed to be a lot dirtier. The east side was cleaner on everything else. But, when we ran up to the Atkinson where we normally fish by the spillway. That's kind of getting closed off.
Oh, jeez.
They're building like some new barrier island thing. I think they're building another bayou or
Enclosed marsh.
yes.
Yeah, that's all part of that ship channel project that they're doing.
Atkinson Island Wildlife Management Area.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
where we would normally fish right there is like
All barriers.
just a line of dirt and backhoes and stuff. And they were moving in from here over to this point.
They're dredging more.
I'm thinking that's where they're bringing dredging material maybe. But they're probably just going to make another marsh inside of it.
Yeah.
So there might be another spillway at some point, but our
gonna take a
backup
while.
plan of going there, and that's what you get for not pre-fishing.
Yeah, we didn't pre-fish
We
anything.
didn't. We hadn't
We
been
didn't
there
even
in
test
months.
our proof of concept at all. So like we literally were just flying blind. We're like, this is gonna work, or
And
it's
the-
not.
when was the last time we had gone there?
I mean, 6 weeks ago?
And
Maybe 2 months ago?
and we did not do good.
Yeah.
Because they had screwed a bunch of stuff up
There's
already.
a lot of dirt.
But
being
that
moved
dirt
around.
was new.
Oh, really?
Like that's brand new.
So when did y'all decide to fish this tournament?
Thursday night.
Before we had
Wait,
been
really?
talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked
But
about
we
it,
didn't
but like,
fully decide we're gonna actually do it till Thursday night.
Oh, well, that.
And then I really wasn't even. I was still on the fence the day of the captain's meeting Friday.
yeah, because he hadn't paid for anything. I'm like, I'm gonna pay for it.
I wasn't gonna. I didn't pay till I showed up.
Dang.
So I was like, screw it.
Like, we're unprepared.
Yeah.
Well,
But
not really.
even after that, we ran up to the Fred Hartman Bridge, over by that Blue Water spillway, where that blue water gets pushed out.
Yeah.
And we kind of pushed around, like up north around the bend.
Yeah, we fished all that riprap up in there.
And that's when I caught that one on crankbait.
You caught that one on crankbait.
Yeah.
I caught the bigger of the
You
two.
caught
redfish.
another 5-pounder,
Yeah.
5 or 6-pounder. And we threw that in the box or in the live well. So in the live well, we kept the 2 bigger ones and 2 small ones. I mean, we talked about weighing them in for the. We would have
easily taken, but at least currently
side pot.
sitting in the side pot top spot for smallest stringer if we,
Yeah.
because we could have weighed those two
They were
20,
both 2 pounds.
barely 20-inch redfish. Those would have been 4 pounds combined,
Yeah.
4.5 pounds,
Yeah.
Smallest stringer was 8 pounds, 9 pounds,
7 I think right
7. Okay.
How much would you?
Well,
have
it's
won?
each tournament.
now. Oh, that was for each tournament. I thought it was a cumulative
No.
thing. Oh,
So the
damn! I
side
should have
pot
definitely
is
told
each
you to
one.
do that. Then I thought it was a cumulative
Oh
thing for
no,
year long.
it's each tournament.
Yeah. So how much would you have won?
They didn't
I don't
post
know.
anything.
They
there.
didn't talk
Oh, what?
about. I know they didn't talk about.
They
I
didn't
was
talk about
surprised.
small stringer or heavy. Well, the heavy they showed, I think, on that board.
They did, but they definitely didn't talk about
Well,
small
how much
stringer.
was the buy-in?
Well, I don't know who all did the side pot, because the
But-
small
so the-
stringer was for the side pot.
How much?
$50 for the side pot.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
100, 200 for the
400 for the entry
for the
the
team. Yeah, 400 for the team.
Yeah, and out of 30 teams, who did the side pod? So you don't.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe not everybody, sure, but
Yeah.
still.
But for $50, I think most of them would have.
Yeah, I would think so.
And was it 50 per team or 50 per person?
Team.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's even like $225 a person for the tournament, plus the membership.
Right.
That's where this membership's reasonable, $25. I've seen some of them where it's like, oh, this membership's $70. I'm like, why? It's not like you're giving me a T-shirt. Like it's like it's something. If you're giving me like a swag bag for joining, it's like, okay, cool.
What does my membership get me?
Yeah, my membership
goes-
gets me nothing.
It cancels out all your membership fees. Like if you're just swagging out the membership fee, then you're not really making anything
No,
as an organization.
they don't buy the swag stuff. Whenever they get they getting like sponsors to fucking throw into the swag bag.
Well, that's the
That's the whole
hope.
point. Well, that's
Yeah,
the point.
so
That's
what's
why they
the
have
membership
sponsors.
For?
Yeah, because they're taking a cut of all the tournaments, so the membership fee is fucking useless.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I think if anything, it discourages people from wanting to fucking do the tournament.
Yeah.
Or it motivates
If
them
you
to
don't-
want to do all the tournaments.
I think that's what it's for.
But then,
$25.
yeah. Because one membership for all.
Yeah.
But then you get to the last tournament and no one's going to just fish it. Because they're going to be like, well, I don't want to pay the membership fee.
Right.
Because they're like, well, I don't give a shit about team of the year. I just want to fish this tournament. But that's why I said $25 not a big deal. But if it's like $70, it's like I'm definitely not going to fish that tournament if there's an extra $70 for the fucking membership fee.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting a fucking shirt or a sticker at least or something. But anyways,
So y'all went up the channel.
so we went up the channel, fished a little bit over there. We didn't go past there. We talked about going up to Burnett, but I just was like, I feel like it's going to waste time. So we went back down to Bayport. We didn't stick around there. I caught a fucking
Another monster
giant
sheephead
sheephead on a chatterbait of all things.
Caught a small redfish there.
But the
The
water
dirty
was
water.
dirty right there. But then after that, we ran back to where we started in the morning, and it was dead.
Correct.
There was nothing going on, not even bait moving. There was mullet freely, not tight against the rocks, because in the morning the mullet were tight up against the rocks. And then by the time we showed up in the afternoon, the mullet were just free swimming around. They
weren't
fucked.
scared about
So-
anything.
So after that, we ran to Redfish Island.
Yeah, we did a pass through there.
It was rough as fuck.
Yeah, the wind was picking up
The
at
wind
that
is
point.
picked up, rough as shit. I could barely run like 25 miles an hour. Then after that,
Went to Dickinson.
no, we ran
Oh, we went to Eagle.
to
those
some
piers down
rock
there.
shoreline. That was kind of trash. I don't know. It didn't look appealing. I showed up and I'm like, I
think
see
if the
bait.
I think
don't
if
see
the tide was
nothing.
higher, it might have been better. But who knows?
Yeah, who knows? It might be some kind of like, there's got to be something there. And then we ran to Dickinson, and that was nothing. There was barely some bait movement.
The afternoon was pretty dead.
Afternoon
honestly.
was dead for us.
Pretty much everywhere we went, the afternoon was dead.
Yeah. So at that point, we had a decision to make and either run into Moses and go to the weigh-in or just run back to Eagle Point and pull the boat out and drive. Because we're like, I mean, do we really think? I said, what are the odds we catch something decent in Moses? So what did you say? 14%.
I said 14%. I don't know how I came up with that number, but that is what
So
I
I was like,
calculated.
I don't like those odds. Let's just go back. So we calculated how long it would take for us to drive, pull the boat out, and all that stuff. And we had a cutoff time, hit that cutoff time, drove back to the Eagle Point, pulled the boat out, drove to the weigh-in, and we still had 4 fish in the live well. We had to make a decision. At that point, I think we were last place when we weighed in.
Were we in last place at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all had lightest stringer.
Yeah.
Sweet.
With the heaviest fish we brought.
Solid.
But then, a couple other people showed up.
With
few
less, with less fish.
Yeah.
Well, I think one person had only one fished away.
And then, so talking to everyone at the tournament, a lot of people were fishing the marsh.
That's what it seemed like. Or at least that's what they wanted us to think.
Yeah. But majority of people, the fishing died in the afternoon.
That's what it seemed like for
Except
everyone.
for
except that one team we talked to. They said they caught all their fish in the afternoon.
The winners?
They got
No, they were just
third?
above us. No.
Okay.
No, I thought were they just above us?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They did say they caught everything in the last hour.
Yeah.
But that didn't seem very common. It seemed like everyone else was morning to about mid-morning, and then it died.
Yeah, I think
wonder
everyone
what
ran
March.
to their fish that they had scouted, that they knew at least the schools were there,
Yeah.
and they were just looking for the size at that point.
Hmm.
I wouldn't doubt, because you didn't have to launch at one place. You just had to be within the launch area, 50 yards
Yeah,
before
50
takeoff
yards.
time.
Yep.
So I think people went to where they know they had.
Oh, well, yeah,
were-
that's obvious. Yeah.
right. But no, I'm saying like they didn't just necessarily fish Galveston. I think they may have run.
Well, yeah, because
Matagorda.
J&H had a team that
They fished Sabine, right?
Sabine, and they got caught up in traffic,
Ooh,
and they didn't make it to the
They
weigh-in.
didn't make it to the weigh-in.
Yeah,
that sucks.
yeah. So we saw Jim at the weigh-in, and he was like, "Well, my team's not gonna be here, so I'll see you later." So
Yeah, he just took off after
he
that.
left.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did he say what fish they caught?
Ah, fuck. I should ask him. I don't know if they did any good or not. If they were even coming back with anything decent.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't even think. I was changing when he showed up. So I had like my pants off when
Maybe,
he walked
maybe
up.
that's why he was so interested in it.
But then
Caught by
I
the booth.
forgot those ladies were the ones who got second. They were right there. They were hanging out on their boat and waited to weigh in.
They
till
waited to
like
weigh in for a
10
long
minutes
time.
before
Yeah, I don't
weigh-in.
know what the strategy is there. I don't know.
Because the strategy's to weigh in earlier, so in case there's a tie, you get the.
you break
you
the tie
break
with
the
the
tie with
earlier
the
weigh-in
earlier
time.
weigh-in.
Yeah, I was curious.
So
as
I
to
don't
what
know
were
if they
doing.
were waiting on small stringer,
They definitely shouldn't have been.
but yeah, they had
They had 15
got
pounds of
15
fish. Yeah, they
point-
had 15 pounds of fish.
Second place, right?
15.89.
Yeah, they had. David
First
and I
place was
talked before
16.
the tournament.
so
We
they were a
said
tenth.
16 pounds would be probably what we need to contend.
Yeah, 16 was
They were
yeah.
a tenth
That's
of a
two
pound
8-pounders that you need.
from winning.
So apparently these girls, it's like a running joke. They're always like right there. From
Oh, really?
yeah, they're always like second place. You know,
Dang.
bridesmaid but never a bride. But it seems like they're pretty shit hot.
Nice.
They seem pretty solid, pretty popular. But yeah, the guys who did win just seem like young dudes.
Nice.
Never, I've heard of their names. I've seen them on some of the tournaments, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, we were listening to the guys weigh in. So what we ended up weighing in was 10.97, which was good for 13 out of 15 teams that showed up to weigh in.
31 signed up. for the
31
tournament.
signed up, so we're better than half of them. But I mean, for our first, like, especially David and I's first real like tournament.
Well, now we
experience.
have time to. Now we have no excuse for the next one.
right.
Yeah, you can pre-fish it.
We can
We're
pre-fish.
gonna be pre-fishing it.
Yeah, because I'm off that week before.
So where's the next one? The weigh-in?
Pier 6.
Pier 6.
Oh,
So we
Same-
can do the
San
same.
Leon.
Yeah.
Well, we can either
You can
do
do
the same
whatever,
strategy, or if the fish move to where we normally fish, we might do that. I mean, it's going to be
Yeah,
hit or
we're
miss.
gonna have to figure it out leading up. to
Me
the
and
point.
Zoe and Parker are going out tomorrow, so we're going to go fish that area, see how it looks.
And that's
Scout.
December 13th?
December 13th.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm also taking a client out Tuesday, so that's also what we're kind of pre-fishing tomorrow.
Cool.
Nice.
Is it just one person or is it a group?
No, it's a dad and son.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So we'll see. Hopefully, I mean, this weather has been changing daily.
The report,
I can't.
the
yeah.
forecast is
It's like,
just
oh, it's going
all
to
over the
rain. It's
place.
not going to rain. It's going to be windy. It's not going to be windy. So I told him, I was like, dude, we'll just, at first I told him Monday, and now I'm like, Tuesday. And then I told him, I was like, I don't know, man. We'll just,
Yeah, and luckily they're flexible.
luckily,
Holiday
I think
week, so.
Monday looks consistently shitty now. So I think it's
Uh-huh.
going to be Tuesday. Let's see. Maybe. I haven't checked since this morning.
But anyway, yeah. So we placed 13th place,
I mean, that's something.
but it was cool. It was a fun experience. Definitely kind of saw some different approaches. You know, people. We were talking to some people that we met there. Everybody was super nice, and you kind of got to pick their brain, quote unquote, without actually giving away too many secrets.
Yeah.
And people were super, open.
It seemed like a lot of people were sight casting.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of people were sight casting in the back lakes or something.
Yeah.
I mean, listening to the guys that actually placed, they were like, "Oh, we didn't catch that many fish. We caught like 20 something." I was like, we didn't catch 20 redfish today.
Jeez.
Like their definition of
Not
shitty
that-
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is-
David and I
is
turned to each other like, we need to change our definition
Yeah.
of what's a good day. Like Dave and I were thinking like, man, we just had an awesome day in the morning catching fish. And which we did. We had like
And
a
then,
really good
like,
day.
listen to the trout guys. They're like, yeah, we only caught like 20 or 30 fish, and we just culling through them. And I was
Did y'all
like,
bring your counter?
No, we didn't bring
I
the counter.
have
You gotta
the
bring the
counter.
counter.
I just never use
I
it.
mean, I think we caught over 50 fish
yeah,
in,
but
that,
I mean,
in that stretch.
I don't know what these guys are considering a fish.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But like, yeah, I was just saying that they're looking for quality, right? So they're like, man, 16, throw it back. Who cares? It
I
doesn't.
mean,
That
I
doesn't
guess
register.
if you're catching 20, 30 fish and you only weighed in, 2 pounder and 2 3-pounders, probably wasn't
You're probably catching dinks.
a bunch
Yeah.
of dinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I do think the trout side will get harder as the winter gets
Yeah,
colder.
it's gonna slow down, and
Because a lot of
you're
these
gonna
guys
get a
are
big weight.
hardcore, and you can wade fish in this tournament. A lot
Yeah.
of these tournaments you can't, but this one you can. And those trout guys are a lot more serious than I am.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be interesting to see the weights that come in for the trout series in the
Yeah, I
just-
don't
just
anticipate
January,
too many of these
February.
people running too far because it's not that serious of a tournament. So they're not going to run to fucking Baffin, unlike
Oh,
the
no.
Legends, where they are fucking running out of Matagorda. They ran out of Matagorda because that's where the launch was for everyone. Ran out of Matagorda, and it was like blown 30 out of the north. Came out to the surf, ran the surf all the way to Packery, came in through Packery by Corpus, then went the Laguna, Upper Laguna, all the way to Baffin. Fished it for a couple hours, got their fucking trout video submission, whatever, and then fucking ran all the way back.
Did they still have to be back for weigh-in?
Yeah. Because you have to come back, even for this one, you have to be back and check in for your
Okay.
weigh-in.
Even though
It's
a
just part
video
of the whole
submission.
thing. Otherwise, you can be like, just go fish over in Baffin and then not come back.
Yeah,
But
so how
That's,
far of a run is
That's a
that?
long run
that's a long run.
In 30-mile-an-hour winds.
in a
Yeah,
boat,
But they have a Simmons.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
hugging that.
I think they were
that-
running that twin Simmons, too.
Oh my god,
I think.
hugging
if I
the
remember
beach though.
correctly.
That's smart. If you're trying to make
Yeah,
that run.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
But I think it's the Blackman brothers or something.
they're doing it for serious money.
They're like pretty well known for their guides.
So yeah, this next tournament we need to figure out how to scare up 2 8-pound redfish.
Yeah, that's.
I
I mean,
feel-
that's really not too hard to do for
mean-
us. It's just timing all the time.
It's all timing and where we go find the fish, which I think we can do it. I mean, it's not even that like we need to catch 2 8-pound redfish, but just improve on our performance that we had this past time. I think we can definitely do that.
Let's see. 2022 Saltwater Legends, the Blackwell brothers,
Blackwell brothers.
first place stringer, $140,000.
Oh my god,
Yeah, it's a serious tournament.
that's right.
Last year, 224,000.
What the heck? What's the buy-in for that? That's crazy.
Me and Everett thought about doing it, and then the buy-in was ridiculous.
Like 10 grand,
No, it wasn't that ridiculous.
5
It
grand.
was like 1,500
Oh, where's all that money coming from then?
sponsors.
That's crazy.
2026 registration form. Port Aransas entry 1,500.
No, thank you.
So each tournament is 1,500, and then side pots, trout STR, not sure what that is, 300, big trout 300, big red 300, and then angler of the year $100. But it's a 3-man team,
Oh,
so it kind of splits it up a little bit.
$500 a piece.
Yeah, but then all those side pots, so another 900.
All the side pots.
I've never caught a trout over 6 pounds, so or 6.5, I think is my biggest trout.
I think my biggest trout
That
was
was
like
on accident.
28 inches, 28 and a half inches.
Yeah, I don't remember the weight of mine. It's 28.
That's the one that
26.
wouldn't revive over at the
Yeah,
jetties, right?
yeah.
Yeah. That day, you had like 2 PBs
Yeah,
in one
yeah.
day.
That's
You're
awesome.
like, this is my biggest trout ever. And then later, this is my biggest trout ever.
That was a nice fish. It was skinny though, right?
No, it was pretty
It
fat.
was
Or
a-
which
it was
one?
A jetty
It
trout.
was a jetty trout,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty fat.
That was a pretty good day of fishing, too.
That was good.
And Parker was with us, and he
Yep.
was like, I don't want to fish anymore. I'm like, what the
We're having
fuck?
great
Like,
fishing.
Literally one of the best days of fishing, and you're just like, I don't fish anymore. I'll just be the net man.
Okay. That's fine. Maybe he's having more fun like that. But yeah, David, what are your thoughts? What do you think we could have done differently, better, worse?
It sounded like, because a lot of the fish were caught on soft plastics, the cranks and all the flashy stuff was not really getting it. I think the water might have been too clear for it.
Possibly.
The water wasn't clear, but it was definitely not stained. In most of the places that we fished. The place that I did catch the red on with the crankbait, it was stained. So I think always having that soft plastic is key. Like, it's still having that subtleness and getting in and just casting constantly.
So what do you think if we go sight fishing more or less, do you think downsize our soft plastics or you think what we're throwing is fine?
3-inch burner shad is key.
That's key?
Yeah.
Should we
I think
throw
that's
a-
all.
Should we throw that like soft plastic crab that you bought the other day, Daniel?
Oh, yeah.
I want to catch
that's
something
for,
on
like,
that just to say, look, Daniel, it works.
Like drifting at the jetties.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Or drifting.
I mean,
at-
you can sight cast with it, but
It's too big.
can you?
It's
How
does
big?
it
pretty-
plop
Oh.
onto the water
probably.
real loud?
I mean, it's like
You haven't used it yet.
it's like
yet.
3 ounces.
Oh,
3
shit.
ounces?
It's pretty heavy.
What the heck did you buy that for?
I don't know.
Jetties.
Jetties.
Throw it at a lake.
I mean, when they're
I
wanting
feel like
crab, and you just cast it out there and just drag it in front of their nose.
maybe 3 ounces is too big, but I don't know. Like 1 ounce.
Okay, I can
At
see
least
1 ounce.
A full ounce.
Yeah, because we're throwing 1/4 ounce jig heads.
Yeah. I think 1 ounce.
yeah, we're throwing a 1/4 ounce jig head in 4 feet of water. That's going to hit the bottom quick. 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah, I think I throw 1/4 ounce in most situations.
I don't really know how to fish when it's not a 1/4 ounce.
33.5 grams.
That doesn't tell me
does
anything.
that
I
mean?
have no clue what that translates into.
How many ounces is that?
1.18,
Okay.
so an ounce. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 13 centimeters wide. I think including the legs.
Fucking communist. What is that?
Chinese.
Inches. What is that in inches? 13 centimeters.
3 or 4? This is what, 2 point?
I don't know. You guys
I
work
don't
with
think that's
metrics
right.
sometime, right?
No.
Oh. Anyway.
Meters. I definitely use meters at work.
5 inches.
I don't think that's not 5 inches, is it?
13 centimeters is 5 inches.
Is it really?
That's what Google
I
says.
think from leg to leg. Like, stretched out.
Not the body.
Not
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh, so the body's probably like this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like
whatever. Those redfish aren't
6
shooting that.
centimeters.
2 inches. I don't know. I would like
Divide
to
the
try it.
length value by 2.54.
2.54. 2.54 centimeters per inch.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Oh, totally. But anyways, yeah. I mean, it depends, though, what we're going to do next time.
Run to the jetties.
Dude, I'm hearing they're still at the jetties like crazy.
I mean, we could cull through bull reds until we get a 27.5. But most of the redfish that size are bigger in the jetties right now.
Yeah.
So
And our go-to spot is all fucking silted in.
Yeah, if we
Circle
had
Rocks.
Circle Rocks, I would have felt awesome about going there.
Oh, dude, I'd
Yeah.
be catching tailin' reds.
So where did all they go? Where did all they go?
Yeah.
Where did they all go?
Swan? I haven't been back there in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't fished that ever.
Virginia?
Maybe in Virginia Point. I don't know. We could have drifted that, but that was kind of out of the way. That wouldn't have been good for where our
it's
plan
like where
was.
else do you go after that?
Yeah.
But I mean, we just this is where our fish are right now, so we'll just stick to it.
Yeah, we'll see if they're there today or tomorrow, I guess, and
Yeah.
then I don't know. I have a feeling that they're going to move into like some of these normal spots that we catch them at
Yeah.
soon. Now, whether that coincides with the second week of December when we're fishing this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
But so like I was saying, I'm off that week. So
I mean,
we should go
December
fish.
time frame, dude, we're usually hammering them in back of marshes.
But I
and
think it's
stuff.
also colder too.
Yeah.
Did you see everyone else's boats? What they were running?
Very
Same
nice
thing.
boats.
Oh, really?
Just,
Nicer
you know,
boats.
Well, transports.
Just cats.
Yeah.
Transports.
No.
I saw a Haney.
A couple Haney's,
Couple
Bigfoots.
Haney's.
Like
Bigfoots.
shallow water skips.
Yeah, they're
Shallow
all
water
shallow water
skips.
No,
skips.
like Kenners or
One Frontier.
Bayliners.
Oh, one Frontier.
Okay.
So it's like a Kenner hole.
Yeah.
That's Clayton's.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's running?
Yeah. He runs a Frontier. He loves it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I mean, everybody had the nice boats.
Dang.
And then there was us.
Oh, your boat's nice. There's just nothing wrong
Dude,
with
that
your boat.
trailer is janky. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's like making all that noise.
Your trailer?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, you didn't notice
Should
it?
I have?
Anyone
That's why,
else running
that's why
towers?
everyone looking at us, because my trailer makes so much noise.
Oh.
It's like rattling itself to death right now.
Yikes.
Yes, most people that had a tower had a front tower. Like it folded down, which is eventually what I want to do.
Yeah, that'll be cool if we could pull that off on your boat. So,
Yeah, I just get rid of the mid tower, or not the mid tower, but the tower I have on my console, and just get the front one. But yeah,
I do think I was thinking, man, pressure's on. Fish. Like that was all I was thinking all day. I was like, fish, gotta catch fish, gotta catch fish. Then when we caught those two fish, I was like, gotta catch a bigger fish. Like, I didn't turn off for me.
no,
And I think some people are like, oh, that's stressful, or that kind of takes the fun out of it. I thought it was kind of more fun
so
to some extent. You know what I mean? Like,
whenever it's your fourth or fifth tournament of the
I can see how that wears out.
It
Yeah.
gets very tiring, especially those 2-day tournaments. And you're just like, fuck me. Like, especially if day one
Sucks.
sucked, and
Yeah.
day two, you're like, fuck.
Really got to make up ground here.
Or
Yeah.
the weather changes like drastically between day one and day two. And you're just like, I don't fucking know. I don't live here. I don't know where to go on this wind. But yeah. Luckily, this one we'll be able to hang out local. So the only one will be Captain Mark's. It's in Freeport. But
We can still fish.
I mean, we can still fish where we fish and just drive over to. We just won't have as much fishing time.
Yeah, I wonder if. Yeah, I mean, we'll
'Cause
figure
I
it
don't
out.
plan on putting too much effort into fishing Freeport itself.
What about like Christmas and bass strip and all that stuff?
No,
No?
I've never caught
Is that a
good
fall
fish
spot?
there. No, I just don't put any effort there.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I don't want to go. like that's the last thing I want to do in February is go to fucking Freeport. I'd rather just go to Greens like we normally do.
Okay.
I think that's what we do in February, right? Fuck, I don't know.
I don't fish with y'all as much in February because I'm work.
Oh, that is true.
So I depend on y'all to give me fishing
Yeah, you got to get
vibes.
your boat running so we have more boats scouting.
scout.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you at on your boat?
Had a couple more little fiberglass things to do. Some sanding. I was gonna prime it this week, but the weather, like keeps showering.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Stop showering.
It's like super humid.
It's too
and-
humid to
yep.
paint anything, so can't. It's kind of on pause right now. Until I
Especially
get
when you
a
are
few
not
days.
fully enclosed.
Yeah, when the nose of the boat is sticking out of the garage. So I need a couple of days of where I know it's going to be not raining
Yeah.
to prime it
Yeah.
and do the final coats.
It's a lot of work.
After I get the paint done, I can pull it out and start rigging it.
Sweet.
Well,
Yeah.
Put the
Yeah. So
console on.
did you get those batteries, or were you just looking?
I was just looking at it.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, should I do the Bluetooth?
Yeah, dude. I wish I
not.
got Bluetooth on
Yeah.
my lithiums.
You can actually see all the
Yeah,
status
because
of your battery. And all
for
that.
some reason, I wasn't thinking, like, when the trolling motor is reading battery voltage with the lead acid, it gives you actual levels. But when you press what's like the battery tester for on the trolling motor, for lithiums, it shows always full
Yeah.
until it's dead.
Because, there's no, like, gradual decrease.
Yeah. So it's like, so I don't know. Zoe, you can log in, right?
Yeah, I've got the Lifetime app
Yeah.
on my phone, and you can Bluetooth into the battery and see real-time voltage, real-time how much charge is less,
Capacity you have,
capacity, all
yeah.
that stuff. So even in my boat, running that 36-volt trolling motor offshore for all day, couple hours,
Dude, and it
it's
can
like
pull your boat like 3.5 miles an hour.
yeah, it's like 86% full.
Yeah.
It does
after
not
all
go
day fishing.
all day fishing.
I
it
was
does-
worried because it was only 50 amp.
Yeah, no, not a problem.
Damn.
Yeah, so it
It's
makes
pretty
me like,
sweet.
why the fuck did I get two 100 amp?
You don't. Yeah,
it was
you
like
definitely don't need it
100 amp
Yeah.
on my boat with a 24 volt would last like
forever.
forever.
You wouldn't
Like,
need it.
it's way too long.
Yeah.
But it's still like a lipo or lithium, whatever.
Yeah.
Lipo, yeah, like
It's
tin
like half
phosphate.
the weight of.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, my two 12-volt 100 amp batteries weighed just as much as one 12-volt AGM.
Yeah.
Right.
So I already reduced weight that way, but I could reduce it even more by just going to a single 24-volt 50 amp.
Yeah, I was looking at a single 24 volt 50 amp,
Yep.
and it was like 20 something pounds.
How much was that one with the
It's like
Bluetooth?
320.
That's a good price.
I might just do that.
Yeah.
They probably have Black Friday sales.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say right
Yeah.
now is the time to buy it if you're going to.
Yeah.
You will
But
get
what the fuck am I going to do with those 12-volt batteries
To have some
use
sort
them
of
for something
battery
else.
backup.
for
Have an inverter.
this house?
I don't know. Maybe get a solar panel or something.
But then do what with it?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I thought
could-
about putting a fan underneath my porch. Like I wonder if I could run a fan off of that.
You could run a fan for days with 200 amp hours of 12
No,
volt.
100 amp. Just one of those batteries would do
Oh.
that, and then another one can do something else.
Yeah, they'd go last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could run an AC for the garage off of those.
You think so? I don't think you can.
I think so.
A 24,000 BTU, that's what I'm getting.
Oh, well, maybe not that. Maybe like a 10,000 BTU.
Yeah, that's not going to cool that garage off.
Mm.
Not in the heat of the summer.
No,
No.
definitely not.
Dang.
What time is it?
8:30.
But 8:30.
Okay, not bad.
So, are you gonna? Did you ever decide if you're gonna paint the console?
I'm not going to.
No.
You're
Nope.
just going
Let
to
it ride.
roll
Keep it
gray and white. I mean,
Yeah.
gray and white is complementary. I was just worried that I was like, because my boat, gray floor, and the console is gel-coated gray.
Mm-hmm.
But also the side of the boat is also gel-coated gray. So everything's gray. But I was just like, how's that going to look?
Yeah, there's going to be gray, white, and black.
I mean, if anything, you could vinyl wrap it.
No.
You know, I mean, if it
I
ends
could.
up like being like you look at it after a while, you're like, this looks ugly. You can be like, all right,
paint the
let's.
console afterwards too.
Oh, it's not that difficult. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure how difficult it was to do it on the boat versus off the boat.
It's probably easier off the boat, but
Yeah,
I think
but
it's fine.
Not a big deal.
not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Going back to the battery thing, yeah, look at for Black Friday sales right now.
Yeah, there's definitely.
There's definitely some
Quite
good
a few.
good deals going on. I know I bought mine around that time, and I think I got like 40% off or something crazy like that.
Well, I think Lifetime always has some kind of 40% off sale. But after all the research I did on lithium, like Chinese lithium batteries, because that's essentially what it is, those seem to be the best that I've found. After all the YouTube reviews, the guys cutting
them apart and looking at the BMS.
You sent me that
yeah,
guy,
I sent you that video.
because, dude, granted, I'd like to buy as much as I can in America, but fucking hell, if those Dakota batteries
Or
and
Monster Marine.
yeah,
yeah.
they're
insane
so
priced.
fucking expensive. I'm like, dude, I get it. You're trying to make money. You have to make money, but I'm not fucking paying $2,000 for a fucking trolling motor battery. Like, it's just not. And everyone's like, oh, I guess you just don't care if your boat catches on fire. I'm like,
Okay.
that's not these batteries
got
that are catching on
insurance.
fire. It's, you know,
I don't.
hoverboard batteries were the ones that were catching on fire, and those were just lithium only.
Yeah, these are what, lithium phosphate?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's the one that turned me onto the lithium phosphate.
Yeah, because they're more stable.
Yeah.
But
More stable. They seem, mine's worked great so far. We've had it, 2 years now? No, 1 year?
I've had mine for 2 or 3 years, and they've been solid.
Yeah.
And I just run a no-co charger. Is that what yours is? No-co?
Yeah, mine's a no-code charger too.
Yeah, I saw there were some specific chargers you could get
Like from Lifetime?
from like the different brands that were specific for the lithium.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a
no-co,
no-co.
I got a
Yeah.
3-bank no-co. 2 of them charge my lithium trolling motor batteries, and then 1 charges my lead-acid starter battery.
Oh, so
Yeah, it can do everything.
You can do each bank. You can change
Ah.
between AGM, standard, and lithium.
Yeah, once David told me that was the reason I bought the no-codes for
Because I
everything.
had another battery charger from Bass Pro, and
But
I
can
thought
it differentiate between 24 volt and 12 volt?
no. So you needing to do, if you charge a 20, you have to have that 24-volt charger. I think.
Okay.
I would just buy that if you're going to get a 24-volt from. I would just buy their charger, which I think
Yeah.
is another $100.
Something like that, yeah.
And I think they have an onboard version, right?
I was going to keep the battery up front and then run leads to the console to where my charger would be.
Why?
Yeah. Why? Where's your battery going to be?
Up front.
Under that hatch that you redid in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Why don't you just put the charger up there?
Yeah, put the charger up there like I did. You don't have to run anything anywhere.
Yeah. Everything's enclosed up there.
Mm-hmm.
I already have like a plug in my console.
Yeah, but that's going to be charging your other battery.
That'll charge your
No.
house battery.
That was where I had my trolling motor batteries before.
Oh, they were midship like that?
Yeah.
Well, then you can put in your house battery right there and plug in because he has to plug in 2 spots.
So I've got a
I don't
receptacle.
have my house battery so far from the motor.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Voltage drop for charging.
For 8 feet or whatever it is?
Is that
Most
a big
people
deal?
keep their batteries in the console.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mine are in
my,
the console.
my starting battery's in the console.
I think every flats boat out there has a battery in the console.
Yeah, because mine's in the back. Both of mine.
I don't
think
think
that-
you're going
I
to
think-
lose enough.
I think
Really?
that was an
It's
old
not a
school thought
noticeable-
process, which is why his batteries used to also be in the back. But I think nowadays, with the way copper is and our thought process on everything has changed, it's not as.
Yeah,
but, I
because
mean,
even if you think about how my boat is wired up, it goes down the side, along the side, right? And then up into the bottom of the console where the battery is. So that's probably, I don't know, 12 feet, maybe more.
I mean,
And
it's
I
up
don't
to
have
you.
any issues with. I'm
If
not saying
you
you
want
yeah.
to put your battery. The problem is for me also, the wettest parts of my boat are the 2
Yeah, it
back.
would probably be
in the-
less corrosion.
Yeah,
Right. That's why I wanted to move it because that was bilge basically is what it was. It was
because you could
Yeah,
reach the
it's right
bilge
there, yeah.
and touch the battery
Yeah.
on his old boat, and it probably gets wet in your boat too. There,
For sure. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I would
it's
try
like-
and move it up in the if especially if it's already plumbed for
Yeah.
in the middle, then that's fine. I mean, if you're gonna put your trolling motor battery up front and you want to run it, you can. You're not gonna just more
just
wiring.
weird wiring it that way.
I mean, it's fine. People done it all the time. It's just a longer run on your wires.
Yeah.
I like keeping it separate. One, because I like having that receptacle up front. If you're going to keep it up front, put a receptacle up there so that you can plug in
Just
the
plug it
charge.
in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just reach over, plug it in. Especially on your
That's
boat,
so
you
much
can reach
easier.
over and just do
Yeah.
it. I mean, he can't reach over to shit on his boat.
No.
It's like 10 feet high.
Yeah, it's too high. But I do appreciate having not much wiring running around up there. It's everything is in that front console or that front
For the
hatch.
trolling motor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the breaker's in there, the onboard charger's
That's what's
in
kind of
there.
annoying for mine. I'll run up to my trolling motor, and I'm like, shit, I
Your
didn't hit the breaker,
breaker's
so I got to run
back.
back
Yeah.
and open up that console. So that's kind of annoying. But I've thought about moving my battery up into one of my front hatches because the lithiums, you can lay down sideways.
Oh, really?
You can put them upside down. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, after one rough day of offshore fishing, mine was out of the battery tray sideways.
Yeah.
And I didn't know.
Well, I think that strap just got loose.
The strap got loose.
I think you should put maybe an aftermarket.
I
cinch
was thinking the
strap in
same
there.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe put one of the gel pads under it.
Oh, the tray was fine. The battery hopped out of the tray.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that day was really rough, and
Yeah.
we were getting the snot
Yeah.
pounded out of us. So yeah, I remember opening the hatch after we cleaned off the boat and everything. The battery's just like, meow, meow. Yeah, I was like, oopsie. And all the wiring was fine. I checked all the
Yeah.
connections and it was fine.
But I think Lifetime even has like a 24-volt connection kit.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
You can only run multiple batteries in parallel, or you can't do a series or one or the other. I can't remember which it is.
No, but it's just one battery.
I know, but I was like, if you're going to do multiple, like how you
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
like you can't do it in a certain way for the charger's
Oh,
sake.
okay.
For the
Yeah,
charger's
yeah,
sake.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I meant. So, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely take a look. Let us know what you end up with, because
Yeah.
that'll be one, you can save weight and you'll get better quality runtime out of it too.
Yeah.
Just don't run at full speed, like David said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 8.5. That's recommended by Minn Kota. So I'll run 9.5.
Did I get that controller back from Adam?
What
I don't know.
controller?
My trolling motor remote.
Oh, you have a remote?
Was it a full-size
It
remote?
was yours. The one you gave me.
The micro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that's what I'm using.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So whenever you need it, let me
Because
know.
Adam used it and then.
Yeah, because he lost his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much are those?
$100.
Oh gosh.
I know, everything's $100.
It's just adding up.
Well, you go do some AFTPs.
Mm-hmm. I have to cut my hair and go back to work.
Yeah, you're fine. It's shorter than carps.
Yeah, true. I'd have to shave.
Shaving. David, how do you think that calf plate did while we were running around?
As for my calf plate, I'm definitely going to have to trim the front leading edge of it. Because I definitely hit that bar like Daniel said I would. Because, I definitely broke the fiberglass right
I saw
there.
that picture you sent us, and there's a little chip there, and I wasn't really sure what was happening. Like, I
What?
saw Daniel back there, like, filming it. Not as it was happening, but just, like, filming that area. And I was like, what are the things that... And he brought up a good point. He's like, well, isn't it going to rub up against that?
But it never did.
I just couldn't visualize it.
I know
Yeah.
I know when that happened.
Oh, yeah?
I know exactly when. Because there was a time when I was around 3 or 4 on the jack plate, and I was sucked in, and I was trying to get up, and then I was like, all right, time to raise the jack plate, and I forgot to trim the engine out, because I needed to trim it out past 10% so that it'll clear that bar on the jack plate as it comes up, but I didn't. And I was like, meh, and I was like, oh shit, meh, and then went back down on the jack plate.
Oh, was that when we were fishing? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Because we did a lot of running around.
We did.
But, yeah, cat plate's running okay. I got to take it apart. I got to do some more stuff to it, more trimming. I'm gonna put some rubber trim on the inside of it, so it's not rubbing the paint of the lower unit off. I gotta re-silicone it because when I siliconed it, I didn't let it cure fully.
Oh, and it
Blew out. I didn't read. I read. Oh, so it's 30-minute tack time and then 24 hours or like 12 hours in the water.
Oh,
But
30-minute dry time.
I didn't read. No, I didn't read the next part.
Oh.
Fully cured, 7 to 10 days.
Oh my god!
So,
So it can like after 12 hours, it can like have
go
water
in
on
the
it,
water. Yeah.
but not move around.
Yeah.
You know, David, I always think of myself as being the person who makes those types of mistakes, or doesn't like. They're like, "Oh, it'll be fine," and then you read the instructions, you're like, "Oh, I really should have started this project
Yeah,
like 3
so-
days ago."
Yep.
You
I
don't
tend
strike
to-
me as that person
I
with the
tend to
fact
do
that
these projects like the night before.
yeah, and then you say stuff like that, and I just assume David knows what he's doing.
I don't.
I mean, it's just like chess, right? You only teach the people you teach chess to be less better than you.
What? Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, you only teach them good enough so that they can't beat you, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like that's what David's doing. He's only teaching me just,
Just enough.
slightly less than what he knows so that I don't get better.
Oh, my axle. So I changed the hub out on the. So that one that was loose, I don't know why it was loose. It was fine. There was one of my
One of your
wheels
Wheels?
sounded like it was loose, but it was not. But I have. So I've replaced one of my axles before, and then one of my original axles. The grease goes into the axle and comes out the back, and then pushes the old grease out through the front of the bearing. So that's how you get new grease in.
Mm-hmm.
That one's clogged. I don't know how to unclog it. It's not coming out.
Pushing out.
So I took it all off, and I had an extra hub that I had already changed the bearings out and put grease in. And then I packed that whole fucking cavity with grease and shoved it onto the axle and put grease on the axle, and I just fucking put it on there. I'm like, this should be good for a little bit. But I think I'm going to have to replace that axle.
Oh gosh, how much is that? $700?
Like 3 years ago, I'm sure it's $1,000 now.
Oh my god!
Ouch.
I mean, unless someone knows how to fix a fucking, because I took the grease Zerk fitting off, but I mean, I don't know what else I'm looking at after that. I don't know if I get an air gun maybe and blow it in there. I don't know where it's
Higher
coming
pressure.
out. Yeah, I don't know where it's supposed to come out.
Yeah, I don't know.
What I probably need to do
What
is
if you
pull
heat
the.
it up?
Well, I probably need to heat it up, and because it's probably some clogged.
Yeah, if
Old.
you can get it to, be more viscous.
Then probably can pump it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it's supposed to come out on the back of that axle, that spindle.
Mm-hmm.
I need to probably pull off the hub off a good one, and then
Take a look at it.
take a look at it. I just didn't feel like it. It's too much work.
I feel like it's time for me to do some trailer stuff.
Oh yeah, you haven't.
Ever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's time. I've gotten new tires on it. That's it.
That's good enough.
And those rims
And those rims need to be changed.
are shoddy. We need to figure out how to mount a spare on your trailer.
That's one thing I definitely want to do is mount a spare so I don't have to carry it in the bed of the truck.
Well, we should do it between now and January, because after January you have no time till snapper season essentially,
Yeah, for sure.
and plus baby.
Baby. Also baby time. No, that's a good point. Yeah, there's a lot of off-season stuff I want to do, especially since snapper season closed today, actually.
I think I'm about to order some bunk carpet because I need to replace the carpet on my bunks.
Oh, yeah, we need to shorten my trailer extension and all that stuff. The tongue, we can pull it back. Shorten it up a little bit. Remember how it's kind of long?
Is it?
Yeah. That's one thing you suggested. You said we might want to shorten that up.
Did I say just that?
Yeah, you did that. Maybe Cameron said that.
Maybe Cameron did.
Whatever. I've got the impact gun for it and everything. We can.
But why would we shorten it up?
We don't want to lengthen it. Only because
Oh, yeah.
angle it's creating. But if I flip my hitch too, that might help.
You have an impact?
Hmm?
What?
Yeah, I bought it a long time ago.
Oh, I just bought one today.
Did you really?
Yeah. I should have borrowed yours.
Yeah, I've had it like 8 months. I just never use it for anything. I just have it. It's one of those things I was like, yeah, I want to have this and carry it with me all the time. And just don't.
Is
use
it half-inch drive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing it, taking the tires off the trailer. I'm like,
so
this is
easy.
awesome.
It's awesome, right? Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's the reason I bought it was for
Changing your tires?
changing a
and stuff?
tire out. If we ever needed to do that while, towing the boat,
You quickly just on
quickly
and off.
get back, on and off and get that going again.
I do need to buy that thing you have.
Oh, that little ramp that I have?
That's a good gift idea, too. What's it called?
Oh, it's like a fast jack kind of thing.
Not really. So it's a plastic like yellow wedge,
Yeah.
and you
put
drive the
the good tire.
the good tire on it, and it raises the bad tire off of the ground, so you can take it off of the.
So
trailer.
Campco has one on Black Friday deal. It's normally $60. It's $35.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
It's a Campco Trailer Aid Plus 5.5-inch lift tandem tire trailer ramp.
Yep,
Yep.
that's pretty cool. It's easy. You just drive on top of it, and it lifts that other wheel off the
Yeah.
ground so that you can quickly access it,
Change
pull
that
it off,
tire,
and put
yeah.
it back on. Yeah. So I carry that with me in the truck.
Damn, that's a good idea. I might add to cart.
Buy now. I wait till my affiliate link.
Before y'all showed up tonight, Ashley goes, "Hey, there's a shit ton of Amazon stuff at the front door. I think it's for you." Yeah. But what else? Any more updates to the holiday gift guide?
No, I think we just gave a good one out there.
CTO membership.
Oh yeah,
That is a good one. What is that? 100 or $200 bucks?
100 and it's less than 200.
Less than 200 a year.
150 or something.
I think it's over 200 if you have the trailer one. I don't have the trailer.
I don't have the trailer one
yeah.
either. I think you're right though. But yeah, that's a good one. CTO Boat USA.
'Cause that's a
or
good,
Boat
like-
US. I think it's not the USA.
And it's
but
per year, so
It's per year.
so if a spouse gets it for some, their spouse and safetiness, they have no excuse to not be home.
Oh. I can't tell you how often that thought goes in through my head before we go fishing offshore. I'm just like, what if we don't come back?
Oh, jeez.
But not like
I
in a
never think
negative way. Not in a negative way. I'm just like, what if we get stuck out there? And I was like, how long would it take us to come back?
I mean, I think about that, but I'm
We got
always like,
radios.
Coast Guard will probably make it to us.
Right. It's just for me. It's always like, that is a thought I should give more consideration to.
I mean,
Which
they
is
do
what all
have
the safety
things
stuff
where you
is
can
for.
file a float plan with the Coast
Right.
Guard and kind of give them a generic idea, and then, after a certain amount of time, they'll start looking for you if you haven't canceled.
Right.
Yeah, it's like an IFR flight plan.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I try to take all the precautions. Double, triple redundancy. Tell my parents. Tell her. Have a tracking device that she can see us where we're at.
I tell Ashley, I tell her, we're going offshore. See you later.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. But no, yeah, I tell my parents, I let people know that we're going fishing, what time we should be back by, about how far we're going to go type of thing. And then I do really like that Garmin InReach because I know you guys were talking about like you can satellite text message or whatever.
Yeah, I did.
I like that she can see my position as I'm checking in. I said, hey, we're stopping here. Hey, we're on the way to this place, that type of stuff. And I think it gives her a peace of mind because she can say in real time, okay, they're 20, 30 miles offshore. Okay, they're on their way back. They should be back by X.
I think it's going to be a game changer when, there's been talks with iPhone and Starlink. And that'll be huge, being able to be, 100 miles offshore. And like, hey, we're having
And your
issues.
phone works.
And your phone works to be able to call the Coast Guard or call CTO or something.
Yeah, it'll like make most of that other stuff obsolete.
It kind of shrinks everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, something to be said for like the immediacy of communication, right? Because even if you're 100 miles offshore and you need help,
Dude, if you tell someone right away, it's still going to take
right? That's what I'm saying,
a lot of
right?
fucking
Yeah,
time.
it's still going to take time, but at least you're getting that message out there immediately.
Yeah, the faster you can get the message relayed. But
Yeah, because like even when we were like communicating on VHF, you and I, when we buddy boated a couple months ago.
dude, it was shit.
Yeah,
I had just a handheld.
you just had a handheld,
but still,
like
it
I
was
could barely get a
line
hold
of
of you.
sight,
Yeah.
barely. Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of the thing I think you take for granted is everything's great when it's great, but when it's not, then
Yep.
what do you do, right? And so VHF, Starlink.
Yep.
But yeah, the Ceto Boat US subscription probably
What's the other
$150
one?
bucks.
Remember there was another one we heard.
There's a pretty new one.
It's
out
a
there.
blue, the blue color.
Oh
we
yeah,
saw
we
it at
talked
the
to those
fishing show.
people at the fishing show, right?
Fish show or the
Freedom.
boat show?
Was it Freedom Tow?
I don't remember. I just remember they're blue.
Yeah, I remember the blue
Yeah.
setup booth that they had. They're like, yeah, we like boats.
Is it
They
free?
just decided to start a towboat company. They seem pretty young too.
Yeah, but I think there's more to them.
Maybe it's like part of a franchise.
Yeah, because when I went to their Instagram, they had like stuff over in like Florida and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But that's the problem. Like, usually when you join one of these, you want something where there's going to be boats everywhere.
Yeah,
And Ceto and Towboat US
established
are very
network.
well established. So it's hard to, and their prices weren't competitive enough to where I was like willing to be like, okay,
Yeah, to
you
risk
have
it.
a boat in Freeport, like that's it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean that's always a good thing, having backups.
sunglasses. We forgot to talk about sunglasses last time. We almost forgot to talk about sunglasses this time.
I don't know how anyone doesn't fish with sunglasses. I've
Dude,
seen it, and
I've seen
it
it
drives
too.
me insane.
What?
How are your eyes intact?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Parker doesn't wear sunglasses when we
How?
go fishing.
Dude, I did that one time, and my eyes
that
and my
hurts.
head hurt from squinting all day long.
Yeah. Dude, it's nightmare.
And I said never again.
We
And I-
squint 24/7.
right.
Natural.
Natural squint to the
Natural
eye.
polarization.
Natural polarization. Yeah, a good pair of polarized sunglasses makes a huge difference, not only to protect your eyes, but to see into the water.
Yeah.
So, David, you know, when we're fishing this redfish tournament and we're probably in a little bit shallower water, what's your go-to lens color, etc.?
So that depends. Low light, like early morning, low light, or cloudy, I like a yellow.
Like an
a yellow-
amber-ish color?
Or just like literally yellow. Like almost like the old man yellow,
Mhm.
like that, where it's not blocking too much of the light, but I can still kind of see into I like that a lot.
And it gives you the right balance of
Yeah.
being able to see into the water, but still not being like...
Yeah. And for most inshore stuff, I like green. Green color, blue for offshore.
Yeah, blue for offshore for sure. It's good
Mhm.
for really bright conditions. The green and the grays and the yellows are like better for the lower light. I think the
Yeah.
gray and the yellow for sure low light because they help you see better.
Yeah.
I like the green generally speaking for like regular
Yeah.
conditions. I mean, you're just looking for sunglasses that help create or reduce the glare
Yeah.
and help like things stand out in the water. Because there's sometimes when you and I are fishing together, you'll point at something and be like, "Oh, I can see this," and I'll be like, "I can't see that with my
Yeah.
sunglasses."
I mean, there is difference in polarization, like quality.
Quality, I agree.
Like I used to only wear Costas for years, but I would get crazy discounts. And, you know, I wore the glass Costas all the time, and they did last a long time, but the Costas just fall apart frame-wise, which is super annoying.
Yeah,
That rubber falls apart. and the
eventually, it's
hinges
all the
shit.
sweat and the oils from your face is what
Yeah.
ends up
And the
eating it up.
Sunscreen.
And the sunscreen
It's
and
just
stuff.
like, I'm not paying, even at my heavily discounted price, I was paying $150 for like a, $250, $300 pair of sunglasses. And I'm like, I don't want to pay this much.
Right. I would crack my lenses a lot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never
I've cracked 3 or 4 Costa lenses.
Holy crap.
I'll say this though, the quality of them, of a sunglass, is obviously variable on the price you pay for a lot of the time. I've noticed that when Luxottica bought Costa out, they cheapened up some of the stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
That's mainly because that's also when they cut out the military
discounts and all that stuff.
And their customer service went to shit.
Yeah, and that's what they built their reputation on. Was
Yep.
like, hey, send us your glass, we'll fix it,
Yep.
and we'll get it back to you quick.
Yeah, even if it's a minimal cost, like
Right.
whatever. But nope.
That goes away,
Yep.
After you get
And
bought by
I
somebody
was
big.
like, never again. And I haven't bought a pair of Costas since.
Yeah, the glasses I have, I like a lot. They're plastic frames, but they seem to work pretty fine. I know you
How
guys
much
like
were
the.
Oh, those ones for.
I looked at the price tag. It's like $70, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Because I was a big proponent of buying expensive sunglasses because I was
Yep.
one of those things. Hey, it's quality. It's going to last me a long time. The problem was I was hard on them.
yeah.
And then when I did break them because of the change in ownership, I wasn't getting the same
Yeah, and you're like, well, I'm not
warranty
buying another
honor, So that kind of changed my mind. And then you guys started wearing the like Shady Rays and some of
Yeah.
the other stuff.
Flying
Because-
fisherman.
The Flying
So
Fisherman that you pick up at the
we
gas
started wearing the
station.
Flying Fishermans, and they were like $20 on Amazon. And there was one specific pair that I loved, and they had them in the brown and yellow, and I loved them in that yellow. But then they changed that exact pair, the same model, everything. They changed the shape just slightly to where it stopped fitting my face. And I was
Oh my
like,
God, that's so
"Fuck."
frustrating.
I was so pissed. So I stopped buying those, and then I bought these Shady Rays. And I liked them because they're always on sale for like $35. And they offer, if you lose a pair, they'll send you one free pair. And then anything for breakage,
That's
your
pretty
fault, their fault, they'll send you another one. So I lost a pair. They sent me one. One of them, the polarization just started peeling off. So they sent me another pair. So, I mean, it's just like, okay. They were like, here, just fill out this form. It's just a short process. And then, boom, you have another set
Right.
of sunglasses.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You talked about it. They changed the design or the shape, and it didn't fit your face as well. That's one thing I struggle with because I've got a small face, and I like glasses that don't have any gaps. I like it to fit right up against my face, all the way around to my ears, basically, because I don't want that light seeping in towards the tops or from the
I'm
sides.
surprised you don't wear, because you used to wear those ones with they had like a clip-in side piece.
Yeah.
On the Costas?
Those were Costas, yeah.
But they are called, those kind of glasses, though, it's a style where they have like the eye guards on the side. Glacier glasses, I think. Because when you're on like a mountain, snow mountain,
The glare.
the glare from the snow, they block that out. But yeah, I mean, I've been happy with the Shady Rays. You've been still happy with the Flying Fishermans?
Yeah, just because they're cheap. I've probably had 10, 15 pairs of those.
That's also like when I had the Costas, it was so hard to keep up with my Costas because I wear sunglasses everywhere, driving.
Me too.
Like, I don't know how people don't go outside with sunglasses. So I have sunglasses everywhere. So now that I have like Shady Rays, I have a pair in all of my cars. I have extra pairs in the boat. I keep extra pairs where I hang the keys. Like, I have sunglasses just everywhere.
I have 2 pairs of sunglasses. Both of them sit on our table on the way out the door. Those are the only 2 I have.
Oh, really?
And I just grab one before
I have
I leave.
a pair in the Genesis, a pair in the
Yeah,
Lexus.
it's next to my wallet. They sit on top of my wallet,
There's
so I have to grab
a couple
my
pair in the gray box for... And then if people forget sunglasses on the boat, I have extra pair of sunglasses.
wallet. Oh, I do have an extra pair on the boat, but that's the reason is for other people, not
It's like
for me.
trash sunglasses, yeah.
They're Costas. But they're old Costas that don't fit my face.
Yeah. Probably the rubber's all torn off.
They're in decent shape, honestly.
Oh.
But they're a low light lens. So
okay.
they're really not meant for offshore fishing. They're just like, hey, I forgot my sunglasses. Here you go.
Yeah, better
Does
than
it
nothing.
get better than nothing?
Better than
Yep.
nothing, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I love a good sunglass, and I do love how much it protects, but also how much you can see.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that don't regularly wear sunglasses, and you give them a pair of good polarized sunglasses, are like, oh my god, it's like X-ray vision.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like
Yeah.
you don't know how much you're missing. And
By
it's
just
literally right in front of you.
Either wearing regular sunglasses or not wearing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's night and day. I know for me, it's helped me see different little structures underwater or little bait fish, circling a
Yep.
little spot or something like that. And that can make a difference when you are
And then
fishing.
especially if you stand up on a little bit of elevation.
Oh, yeah. That really helps. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's a must as far as a type of gear you need to have. And I think it's just a good thing to have a solid pair. I don't think you ever need to break the bank getting a pair, but
No. I think, you can spend some money on them if you want, but like Smith makes a good pair. Wiley X makes some good sunglasses, but
they're all comparable, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is the difference between a Smith Optics and a Wiley X and a Maui Jim?
I have no
And
fucking
right,
clue.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there is some quality difference there, but I think overall you're going to get a good glass.
Yeah. I think it's all about the frame at that point.
For me, it's about the
like
fit.
frame?
Yeah, it's about the
And
fit.
Is the frame going to hold up? Costa's like just all plastic and rubber that fell apart quickly. It's just, and customer service.
There's a company called Purpose Built Optics that I've wanted to try. I think they have like Zeiss lenses.
Oh, that's
damn.
fancy.
Yeah,
So it's not a plastic lens.
and they're like, separated by offshore, inshore, freshwater.
PBO.
Yeah, Purpose Built Optics.
How much are we talking here?
Technical eyewear.
Technical.
Oh, Black Friday sale is 20% off.
They're not cheap.
Oh, well,
I know that.
Like, well, let's see. $200
$240.
and 20% off, $48 off.
25% off if you order 2 pairs or more.
I can't do that math.
They do
Yeah,
have
so if we each buy one.
military and law enforcement save up to 20%.
No,
Up to
so Black
20%.
Friday sale is just the military discount.
Can you combine them?
Can we
Well,
stack? Oh man, I love stacking a good promo code. Dude, it makes me feel so happy when I can do that.
Yeah, $240. That's their price for all the fishing glasses. They have a Chandy, a Mansfield, a Laguna,
I got to try it
and
on.
Andros.
Yeah.
That's the problem, dude. I
Yeah,
gotta try.
I got to try. Unless I know the style of frame that fits properly, then I already have that glass, and I'm just buying another copy of it, right? So I got to try them on.
There's one you can try them on in Corpus Christi
Oh, they have a
whenever
place.
I'm down there, I
at
guess.
Roy's.
Oh, you can buy just the lenses. Oh, if you want to change them out on you. So they have offshore.
You can go down to Roy's.
I do like Roy's. Have y'all been to Roy's?
I haven't been
Tackle
to
shop?
Roy's. Yeah.
This is pretty good.
We went before we made the run down to Bath.
To Baffin.
Oh, Bayou City Angler in Houston. And Anglers
Wait, there's a-
Anonymous.
Oh, Anglers Anonymous?
Yeah.
I like that place. That
Right.
place is pretty cool.
Where is that?
It's in
Katy.
Katy.
Oh, okay.
I never heard of the other one you talked about.
Bayou City Angler.
Where is that located?
Woodway Drive. in
Oh,
Houston.
so that's
fuck
in
is
the
that?
middle of town.
Oh.
It's like.
That's
over-
like
yeah.
I-10 and 610. No, I-10 and
I-10.
probably...
Yeah, I-10, 610.
Yeah, okay. So where are we going fishing next, David? What are we doing tomorrow?
Same thing we did for the tournament, except not as early.
Oh, yeah. What time are we getting started?
6:50 sunrise. So you can just leave here at 6.
we should be good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
We don't have to get there.
Are
super
we
early.
buying bait?
I don't know.
I mean, is Parker going to want to fish with bait? Is he going to want to fish with plastic?
He wants to fish with plastics.
He's getting used to that.
Is he?
Bait
He's-
caster.
yeah, he's gonna. So he's bringing a bait caster and a popping or in a spinning reel.
Maybe our raccoon friend will come see us.
Oh yeah, that was a baby raccoon.
What?
Yeah, we're fishing the rocks, and this raccoon came to the water's edge and
Did
was
I
just
not
like
post
looking
that
at us.
photo?
A baby one?
He was a medium-sized raccoon.
Oh.
I mean, he was younger for sure.
Dang.
And I told Dave, I was like, "Oh man, what's he doing over here?" And he's like, "Oh, Mama probably swam across the channel and left his ass over here." But yeah, he was just hanging out by the waterside, just watching us fish,
Nice.
hoping probably we would toss him one. But
Oh, cool.
yeah, little fuzz bucket.
Little baby. Nice.
Yeah, he was very adorable. I thought that was good luck because we caught fish right after that.
Yeah, he took a picture with the crankbait.
See, I
But
did fish a
he
crankbait.
kept going up the shoreline as we were moving up the shoreline.
Oh, with
Yeah.
you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
But yeah. Yeah. So we'll fish tomorrow. See how it is.
Ow. Yeah, that should be fun. Let's see what Parker's got on his bait cast game. See if he can work a lure with these professional tournament fishermen he's
Yeah,
fishing
we'll see.
with.
He's
Yeah.
gonna bring a can of corn.
A can of
Hot
corn,
dogs.
getting hot dogs.
Uh,
It'd be fun if we can put him on a good redfish.
I mean, he doesn't like catching redfish.
Oh, okay, something that doesn't fight as hard.
He likes black drum.
No, those fight harder.
I don't.
Well, they don't run as much, but they do feel heavier.
I think for the longest time he couldn't catch one for so long, and that became like a thing for him.
Oh.
And now he likes, and he hates flounder because it bit him one time.
Should bite it back.
He was like, "What
Get
the
revenge. Why is he sticking his finger in a
I think he was,
flounder's
trying to,
mouth?
he was trying to unhook it.
And even I act scared of flounder when I
So
got 'em.
20% off, you get $191.
There you go. It's a good deal.
I could get a bunch of Shady Rays for that price.
I'm gonna have to try these shady rays out.
And dude, so I ordered like 3 or 4 at once because you can send them back if they don't fit.
Okay.
And yeah,
Oh, like different models and.
yep.
Yeah.
So I ordered a bunch, and they sent a bunch. And I was like, okay, I like these, and sent them all back.
I just hate returning stuff, man. I really do. It hurts me to.
I don't. Have
I just want to
do
buy
anything.
something, be done with the transaction. I don't want to have to go back, take it to FedEx or Staples or
But
Kohl's.
It's like going to the store and having to.
I'd rather go to
shop.
the store, buy the one thing I want, and then come back home and be happy about it.
I mean, I
get like, hey, it's on sale online, and you can.
Well, especially since there's no store.
Right, I know, but it just makes me sad that I can't go to a store.
So
I like shopping.
pay $200 for sunglasses then. For subpar customer service. That's what you get with Costas.
I mean, sure.
But I think there's another company that a lot of people have been kind of going to. They're comparable in price though for Costas.
Yeah.
Redtail, that seems to be a
Oh, I've heard
popular
of that.
one.
I've never heard of.
But I mean, it just seems like another sunglass company. I don't know if they're glass or plastic or both, but I don't know.
I'll eventually get another pair here in the next 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, I'll sit on one or something on accident. And
Yeah, I don't even know how much Redtail are. Sunglasses, $185, $255. Yeah, so they're like Costa prices.
comparable.
Polycarbonate, that's plastic. For $260, fuck off.
I need glass.
Yeah, I mean, for anything over $200, they better be getting glass.
Give me the glass.
I will say with the glass though, the heavier, way heavier.
You notice the difference on your face. Yeah.
Especially if you're fishing all day long. I do like the
The lightness.
lightness of the plastic, but they scratch so easily.
Yeah.
So I have to constantly keep them clean and keep the salt off of them.
Yeah.
I think salt is what ate away at the polarization of the first pair.
Jeez.
Because they got salt water on them, and then I came home and then didn't clean them.
Oh,
Because
didn't
normally
wash
I'll
them.
at least wipe them off with a wet, like a lens cleaner.
Ooh, I need to buy that.
Because that's another good gift.
Yeah.
Like the 100-pack of
The
fucking
lens
lens
cleaners.
cleaners you can get
Yeah.
at Walmart, and they're made by Zeiss.
Mm.
Every time I go into Emily's car, she hands me her sunglasses and says, "Here, can you clean these real quick for me?" And I use my shirt.
Ugh.
I know. That's what I tell her. And I'm like, I don't really want to use my shirt. I mean, I'll use my shirt, but I'm
Just
thinking,
scratching up
I'm
glasses.
thinking, man, I'm just ruining this non-polarized glass.
So Zeiss 400-pack lens wipes on Amazon is Black Friday for $16.
Oh, that's a great deal.
That's a great deal.
Flaming hot.
Because I
deal.
usually get the 100-pack for like $5.
Yeah,
$6.
that's perfect, honestly.
Split it up.
Put them in all the stockings.
All 400 of your friends get one wipe.
Subscribe now and you get one Zeiss wipe. But yeah, I think that's it for now. We tried to keep it to an hour, and we are at
2 hours.
an hour and 51 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, most of that you can cut out.
No, that's from like the beginning.
Right. Most of it you can cut out.
I don't know what I'm going to cut out.
All of it.
Most of it. We kind of wandered off on tangents in that first
I
like,
just let
30,
it
40
roll.
minutes, but that's fine.
I'll sometimes cut it out, or I'll move it.
Yeah, if you could move, maybe moving it might be the better.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know how hard that is, David, because
It's not very hard. Sometimes it's hard just like timing it.
yeah.
It's like, what? Wait, what?
Wait, zip, zap, zippity, bop.
But
All right, what are we talking about next time?
next time we'll get to, I think next time we're going to talk about fillet knives. Dig
Okay, that's
deeper
exciting.
into fillet knives.
I like
and
digging.
Ikejime and Shikejime. I
Yeah.
don't know if anyone here has ever heard of that. It's like an ethical and more professional way of dispatching your catch if you're wanting to keep your fish, but also it makes the fish supposedly taste like 10 times better.
That sounds interesting.
That's what all like Japanese fishermen do. That's why
Sushi.
fish in Japan taste way better. And I don't know what I was reading, but like 80% of fish in Japan or something, some high percentage is actually from America. But it's the way that they're killed and caught
And
and
prepped.
kept and prepped is why their fish taste so much better.
that's wild.
And aging the fish.
Oh, yeah.
So we got really into a tangent after listening to an episode on it about Ikejime on some rod building podcast of all things.
That'd be a cool topic to talk about on the
but-
next one.
I don't know. I've never done it. I just bought like a simple Shikejime kit. I think Ikejime is like the like dispatching it with like a knife to the brain, essentially, or like the thick gauge needle. And then Shikejime is running a wire down the spinal cord and disconnecting the nerves. But yeah.
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 I'll definitely look into that before next week.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Well, hoping like we might, if we catch some keeper fish
yeah.
tomorrow, might try it out.
Nice.
I did hear him talk about like redfish and all that stuff is simple, but speckled trout have like a really small like spinal cavity, so it might not work
Yeah.
with regular size stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Huh.
But they said if you at the very least spike it and bleed it out, like your fish is going to taste 10 times, or not 10, maybe not that much better, but a lot better.
Huh.
Just bleeding it and killing it. Because, the more it's stressing, the more it's releasing
Yeah.
fucking hormones and stuff. But
Adrenalines.
yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for this
Cool.
episode. Galveston
Awesome.
Fishing Podcast.
Tight.
Please remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe and maybe rate us on Spotify or Apple Podcast or Podbean or wherever you listen to your podcast.
Leave a review.
Um,
Shoot us a message, DM. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the UK guy never emailed me.
Still.
So if you're from the UK and you're listening,
Please
send us a message. I want to send you something.
stickers.
And it's not a dick pic.
Oh my god. It's a stick pic. It's a
Stick
sticker.
pic.
It's a picture of a sticker.
Not even a sticker.
Not even a sticker. Just a picture of a sticker stuck on something else. This could be you. But, well, yeah. It's a fun, easy episode. We may or may not hear from us next week after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving,
we'll
everyone.
See what everyone's doing Black Friday. But
Buying those
lines,
dice wipes.
Stay safe out there. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's loud.